I guess I'm doing a quick read for you guys. So, welcome. I just posted one to the community that I did last night. That's kind of for the weekend a little bit. It's more of a timeless energy as well. um, so, if that's something you would like to go see, definitely go check that out. Um, And again, all my videos, I have videos under the videos tab and, the live tab. So if you're looking for a video and you can't find it, it might be on a different part of the channel page. So, um, but, sometimes the message that you really need is the one that finds you. So if you found this message today, this may be the message for you, right? Okay. So if this is something you're into, please do like the video or subscribe to the channel. It helps pass messages around to those who need them. So we're going to see what's up for this collective today. I was just so worried that my dog wasn't drinking any water in there. She was like lapping it up. So, sometimes things turn out, right? Like I didn't, injure myself today refilling my air conditioner with not only the wrong refrigerant, but also using the wrong port, which I later read is highly dangerous. So don't do that. Part of the reason why I couldn't get it on the proper port is because I was using the wrong refrigerant. Go figure. And here I thought, I was like, oh, it's just some janky connection thing. I'm like, I'll try it on this connection over here. So I'm assuming I just wasted $30, with that. 10 of Swords, yeah. What's that movie like A Million Ways to Die in the West? Is that you, collective, where you've tried them all? Collect all 10, right? So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up taking it to the dealership. I don't know. I mean, I could spend another, and I might retry it. And that's the thing, collective. It's like even it might look like you're down for the count, but it don't matter. It's like, yep, still here, still here, right? Right? Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna recoup for a second, and then I'll be back, right? But you're also over the things that like have been stressing you. Perhaps people not communicating with you, perhaps people lying to you, perhaps people thinking negatively about you, even. Um, this is possibly what your challenge actually is, collective. Getting past these things and getting over it. Because a lot of people, they want to see you in that specific position as if you don't have two legs and 2 feet, and right. You ever see that SNL? She's like, I can jump and kick and stretch, right? Like that's what this is all about, okay? And some of the actions of other people, or people you were entangled with, and this was the outcome. They're like, yeah, that's what I want. They're like bloodthirsty freaking little rascals, you know what I mean? And it's like that's just not how the collective is going to be spending their time anymore. So the challenge to you, I feel like the message coming here from spirit is that um you have like your kind of protection around you, okay? So part of all of these trials here, it's like, they say, you don't get more than you can handle, right? And you might be like, but some of you are like, okay, I handled this, and this, and now I'm done handling it, right? And that's okay too, because there are, those moments where we need to say, you know, and one of my college roommates used to say, Jesus, take the wheel all the time. And it's just like, and I wasn't raised in the same type of Christianity that she was. But it's more metaphoric in that way, where we're like, okay, or it's like that Job. It's like, what else can go wrong, right? And it's like, I'm done now, God. Somebody else can take over. I'm good, right? I feel like this is you, collective, and this is why you've been why you've been granted all of these chances to make a fresh start of the things that were designed to hold you down, but are actually going to springboard you as much as you want it to. Okay? You don't have to be in the spotlight. You don't have to be, successful. Would you like to be? Right? Think about it. Just because somebody else told you you weren't doesn't mean you aren't or that you can't. So, and success looks different for everybody, right? Success doesn't mean that you have a million Instagram followers and you have your own, keeping up with the Joneses thing going on here, right? Hierophant. Yeah, your knowledge is based on things that are very solid, things that are very structured, okay, things that can be passed on. This is also Taurus energy, so around the home, very earthly, things that just make sense, right? Yeah, this Ten of Swords stuff, a lot of it was nonsensical. And that's again why I'm getting that message of, yeah, these people might live to play another day, but it's the game that they didn't want to play, where they're in their own little Jenga tower, right? And now they're falling, and then they can't figure it out. It's because they done effed up every little piece of the foundation, right? Oh, well, we don't really need concrete blocks. We'll just use some sand. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Do we need a wild guess, or can we go to the tried and true on this, right? Okay, like has been happening, and what you kind of got away from are these towers that these people were kind of causing for themselves that they thought you were gonna fix, right? It's like, oh, well, the collective can't take me to work anymore. Well, the collective is mean, the collective is bad, right? No, maybe the karmic or the codependent or the whoever that couldn't get themselves to work just needs to face that tower and become a responsible adult and getting themselves to work and not depending on the collective, right? Like, go, put your coin in the slot at the bus stop, right? It's more than a coin these days, right? It's not 25 cents anymore to ride the bus, but some of these people would never know that because they've never humbled themselves enough to even know, right? But the collective has a Lamborghini. Why can't the collective just come and, pick me up in their Lamborghini, and I'll just put all these miles on their Lamborghini, and then I'm going to eat my Cheetos in it and get dust all over it. And again, done with that conversation, right? Right? Okay. Moving on. Three of Wands, collective. So this could be some physical travel for you, some exploration away from these energies. And not only away from these energies, but just towards things that, again, bring you peace, things that bring you happiness, things that bring you structure and stability. Okay? So, and I'll just say hello to the folks. Open your clothes and then continue the videos. Oh, aren't you going to get yeah, I'm going to action something on you right now. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Anyway. This is what I don't even understand about comments like that. Like, there's literally a million other sites ready to take your money for that, and they don't even charge you for money for that. So, times back to you. Right. Okay. Take that energy somewhere else. Thank you. Bye. Okay. you have good news coming towards you. All right. And so it could be like, all right, maybe it's one of these things like, I got my work commitment, I got my family, I got the kids schedule, right? All these things. It's like, I can't be free. I can't be going and doing this. I can't be going and doing that. Well, part of this message here, okay, all right, is that you are going to have some of this time that is quote unquote for yourself, okay? But it's going to also help those that are around you. All right? Um, so think of that, right? Remember, fathers are parents, they are not babysitters of children, right? Okay. I mean, it could be as simple as that, folks, right? It's not beginner energy, beginner energy. And that's another thing too. People like to overcomplicate things, right? Oh, I can't watch these kids. I can't do it. You know how to make spaghetti? You know how to make a peanut butter sandwich? Kids are not that tough. Okay? In fact, they probably would rather have that than whatever, broccoli and cheese it, right? Don't make it more trouble than it has to be. Okay? Um this kind of getting back to the basics vibe is just coming through very strong here with the Hierophant, okay, in this reading. And that could just be this, again, people overcomplicating your life, overcomplicating situations so that it caused you literal immobility. Okay. And again, you're here to kick and stretch, and your little dog too, right? So, yeah, this message is held for review. Oh, darn. Some people don't even have the chat, right? So, yeah, right. Those that know how to put in good things. So I do see some questions in the chat. Overall, this is a general reading, but if you meditate upon what you are thinking about, you might receive some guidance or clarification about your question during the reading. Okay, that's how I would handle that if you're not out here trying to get a personal reading. Okay. So the Hermit card, wow. So not only were you done with everybody's ish, you're like, watch me turn away. Watch me be by myself. Watch me still hold this little light of mine, shine, shine, shine. All I have to do left is smile, 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 and ain't nobody gonna stop me in my big white Gandalf robe, standing on the top of this Led Zeppelin mountain, right? If I grew up with posters, y'all. Okay, I had the Stairway poster, so this always reminds me of Stairway poster. There should be like a no quoting Stairway during tarot readings, right? I think this may have been the only time I've brought up Stairway, though. Like, really, um, you know. So was it in you guys know the movie, not Bill and Ted, the other guys, Wayne's World. Please observe our policy at the guitar shop, right? Um. Anyway, Virgo again, big time Earth energy. Worried about what you doing. Yes, are you planning? That could be part of this, and part of this could be the realization that you are to actually do more traveling than you thought, right? Because maybe you are somebody that likes to take day trips. Maybe your schedule now, like maybe you're a teacher and you get summers off and you're like, you know what? Why am I not taking advantage of this time? I feel like a lot of you are kind of regrounding yourself with purposeful events, okay, that are going to highlight joys for you, okay, that are gifted to you in the spirit, all right? So, hopefully nothing flipped over in reverse. 5 of Wands. So you're going to have lots and lots of opportunities here in your environment. And it could almost be too much. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the 5 of Wands is a little too much. So if you, because you could be like, how far I want to leap into the next, whatever, relationship, job, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you Okay, it looks like I was disconnected there for a moment. Sorry, I don't think I'm on my Wi-Fi right now. I've just remembered that. Yeah. So again, the Five of Wands, and that's some of that B energy, the environment. Again, it's like I have this going on, I have this going on, right? But again, in the basics of it, right? Okay. I know little Joey has like his summer schedule completely mapped out, but like, you know, when you have family reunions, you only get to see those folks maybe once a year. So, maybe little Joey can miss a game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when you put in perspective, okay, the things happening in your environment versus what your long-term goals are, these are things are not going to amount to a hill of beans. All right? Okay. Obviously, actions have consequences, so in case any karmics are watching this, you're taking the message the wrong way, okay? So here's the world card in your hopes and fears. So, yeah, any of you that have been feeling stuck and unsure about making that next move, it's like the next chapter may not look as glossy. The next chapter may not be as fun filled. The next chapter, but we don't really know until we take those steps, right? So I think here the message is letting go of the fear surrounding those next steps because you're leaving those towers behind again that really were not yours to begin with. All right. And that's kind of why you're getting this world card here. Okay. I have to say, Carlos in the chat there, I hope you do get that job you interviewed for, especially if you had an interview. That's definitely a good sign, right? Probably better than most out there when we go and apply and we never hear back. So you're a step ahead. You should definitely congratulate yourself on that. And of course, take those interview skills that you learned, perhaps, and, jot them down so that if you have to do that process again, maybe you will have an advantage next time, okay? Or can capitalize on that. Anyway, Seven of Wands in the outcome, okay? So, yeah, I feel like collective, you're still kind of getting used to this feeling and the feeling of being self-directed here, okay? But you're not just so self-directed, like you have spirit to guide you. You have the universe. You have, your higher power to call upon to get you to that next level. And, if you come off as a little defensive about it, okay, but you know what? Do we need to reveal the receipts? Like literally people will argue with you about anything. I commented about a trip that I took back in 2015 to another country and they were commenting on the price of food in this video. And I was like, actually, back in 2015, we were expected to pay X amount of dollars per meal. And this would be like a sit down restaurant meal. Okay. I didn't put all of that in the comment. I just, mentioned. I've had 2 people since then comment about how that didn't happen. Right. It's like, oh, I don't know. Do you want me to go dig up my corporate credit card from 10 years ago, sir, to see the fucking receipts? Yeah, back off, right? You're like, I'm done. I'm done explaining. I didn't comment, and then somebody else commented, somebody's like, what currency were you using? It's like, this is just what they do. Okay? But you have also been gifted protection. And sometimes that protection comes in the form, what did they say? Walk softly and carry a big stick? Right? Okay. Carlos, FYI, I don't know if you've done any follow-up with that job interview, but usually it's a good practice, especially if you're actually interested in the job, to send a thank you note and to let them know that you are actually interested in the position. Um, so that could be you, say, like staking your claim here, saying, you know what, actually, that's a good fit for me. I like this space. I don't like a whole bunch of people up in here asking questions about stuff that they don't know nothing about, that I don't want any part of anyway, right? I like it just over here, and I'll mix and mingle from time to time at my leisure, right? So collective, it's like the hermit and this three of wands are very opposite, right? The hermit is like not around people, whereas the three of wands, you could be, you're meeting people along your journey, you're interacting with people, you are discovering new people and things, right? Okay. So don't be closed off to that activity, is kind of what I'm hearing. But also stand upon your strength. So I am going to go ahead and go to the Moonology deck. All right. I think we're probably coming up on half moon here pretty soon. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Please do watch the other reading I just posted to the community page that I did, last night. It may be relevant to you as well. It is a fairly short reading. So, have mercy. I'm still laughing at that, the one commenter. Anyway. And again, Clark, that's kind of the part where you're like, oh, you thought that was going to stop me. You thought that was going to trip me up. You thought, any of this message wasn't going to get out to the collective by you coming in here and starting ish. You thought wrong. Right? That's going to get you a whammy every time. Every time. A time to give rather than take. Yes. Because here we're trying to give our good juju. Right? That's what we're trying to do here. It's not about bringing people down. It's not about saying, don't work with that person and don't work with that person and don't work with that person. Why? Does anybody even know? Right? Yeah. Again, that if you're looking for readings like that, I mean, that's a type of karmic energy that I'm again, I don't even care about it anymore. That's how, right? You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Yeah, this is what you're worried about. You and yours, right? Which most of us realize at a certain point in life are few and far between. Nothing will come of this situation. Okay, this is very interesting, and I'm getting this as connected to people that are trying to poke around and potentially kind of, like upset your direction or something. Because it's like, it might be cloudy, but the moon's still there. Right? Right? Oh, where'd the moon go? It's right there. Where'd it go? It's right there. Where'd it go? Still there. So if anybody thought they were going to cancel you out, collective, by their little actions and infantile activities, right? This is a way we can maybe properly describe the diagnosed crazy karmics out there, right? With their tomfoolery and antics, upsetting the collective. Nothing's gonna come of it. So you know what the collector does? You're like, hi ho, it's off to work I go, and watch out for my big stick swinging around. I'm not going to comment on anybody's big stick, but, take what resonates, y'all, okay? Oh, look at I've never drawn this card before. How exciting is this? A new start is coming. Yeah, you guys. This is your new start right here. Do you think, okay, and this is screw, the peers around you, screw your immediate family member, and I'm not saying that everyone's being mean to you, but I'm saying if this is, kind of what's going on and you're always feeling like this, do you think the creator of us all wanted us to be like this? Did you have a grandmother or a grandfather or an auntie or somebody that, kind of took a liking to you? Do you think they want you to be like this? Okay. See, it's like, it's, you ever see that Sex in the City where she's like, oh, my dermatologist told me, right? Okay. Going from, to, just another day of the collective kicking ass and taking names. Indeed. Indeed. I think I'm going to leave you guys here. This has been a very fascinating reading today. Thank you for joining me. Please, please do like the video. It helps spread the messages around. And please do consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to see all the, video drops as they come, you can click that notification bell and you'll be notified with a push notification on your phone. Okay? So, until next time, please manifest wisely. Bye-bye.